Hey guys, we're back in the kitchen today and we're here to give you some tea inspiration or inspiration. So this is a part of our series on tea, and I have a question for you. Did you know that herbal teas aren't really teas? Any tea that is a blend or brewed from anything that's not from the tea plant, Camellia sinensis, is not true tea. It's called a tisane if it's brewed from nuts, herbs, anything that's not from that Camellia true tea plant. And the different types of teas that come from the true tea plant are like black, oolong, green, white tea. And it just depends on how the leaves are harvested and handled prior to producing them for you for tea. That gains the type of tea it is, whether it's black, oolong, or green. So I found that really interesting that the herbal blends aren't true teas. So today we are going to make a tisane, and we are going to make it from rosemary. And I have 3 sprigs of rosemary from my garden. It hadn't frozen. I grow my own, and I grow a lot of mini herbs in my garden. And so I went out yesterday and got some so that we could do this rosemary tea. So what I'm doing right now is I've got my kettle on to boil water, and for each sprig of rosemary you're going to do 2 cups of water. So I've got 6 cups of water because I've got 3 sprigs of rosemary, and you can remove the leaves and do it with just the leaves in the pot with the boiling water, or you can just put the whole stem in. I'm going to put the whole stem in. I love rosemary. I love the way it smells, and it has great properties in it that help us. So I'm going to let my water come to a boil. I'm going to add these rosemary sprigs to it, and I'm going to boil for 5 minutes. So once you put your rosemary in the boiling water, you're going to put your lid on, which I've done, and you are going to allow it to boil a couple, seconds, and then turn your heat down to simmer, and you're going to want it to simmer for at least 5 minutes. The longer it simmers, the more potent your drink will be. And it may take you a little while to get used to the rosemary tea flavor, tisane flavor. So you may want to go weak at first. So at least 5 minutes. And then I have a little teapot that has a strainer, so you can just use a regular strainer over a cup or however you want to do it. I've got my little teapot ready, and I'm going to put my strainer in, and you are going to strain it through so that you don't get any of the leaves of the stick or anything, like any particles in your tea. It's going to be just pure liquid rosemary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain it over here into my little tiny teapot, and I can smell it. It smells wonderful. Okay, you can add anything to this. You can add whole cloves. You can add ginger root to it. You can also add a cinnamon stick to it. All of those things have properties in them that are beneficial to your health. As always, I'm going to let you be responsible for researching and looking up the benefits of rosemary. I'll just tell you, they're saying that it helps with memory loss. It can. That it is antimicrobial. It can help your gut because of that. Just, a good herb to put in your body. However, we are not health professionals. You should check with your physician especially if you have health issues, and make sure that it's okay for you to drink an herbal blend of rosemary tea. To make sure that it's not interacting or doing anything that you don't want it to in your body, because each person's unique. So I'm gonna, this is just plain rosemary tea. Like I said, I haven't added anything to it, and you can't really see a color in this. It's very light. I've gotten a clear glass so that you can see it's just mildly colored. So now, back in the 16th century, they used this type of blend with their patients. In particular, they took sprigs of rosemary and would burn it in hospital sick rooms for its antimicrobial properties. They felt like it cleared out the bad germs in the air and cleared the air in the room. So have fun researching the herb rosemary and how many different herbs can be beneficial to your health, especially if you make them in a tisane, an herbal blend of tea. There's a Chinese proverb that says, a true warrior shows his strength in hot water. And we feel that's certainly what tea does. We've enjoyed our tea series, and we'll be back next week with another one for you. Thanks for joining us.